here we are, this is who we are.
Hello, welcome to the Welptum, the Welp Hive as it is today. It really is buzzing. We are honored that we have such a large audience here for Lemonade. We are very excited. We've been primed with the podcast and the elevator stuff and some of the background to this. I'm primed for this because I have a really good idea of where this was targeted without giving away what we're going to listen to. That's what I'm excited about.
When we first started our journey, maybe people don't know this. Maybe people are new to our channel because let's be honest, Lemonade is the, what do you call the opus magnus? What's that word or the term, when something's big for a project?
Oh, I don't know. I don't usually use that phrase. It's like
magnum opus. I had it backwards. Opus magnum is actually
opulent magnum. Yeah.
Hi, if you're new to our channel, I'm Ryan, and over there is Nathan. We like to have fun. This is a serious album. We understand that, but just because it's a serious album, we still like to have fun and look at things fun. There's a couple of caveats here. We don't know what we're talking about. We're not a history channel. We are not a Wikipedia page. I really want those who are watching this on YouTube specifically, because we have people right now watching this on Patreon. If you want to join our Patreon, become part of the live interaction with us, we'd love to have you here. We have over 100 people right now, Nathan, watching us live. Okay. If you want to be a part of that, you get to see this live unedited. You get to interact with us. What I'm trying to say is that we're not here to provide fans of Beyoncé any kind of information. I want the viewers and the listeners of this reaction series that we're going to be, this is part 1 of 4, I think, for the film. I just want you guys to see what we figure out, what we see, what we experience. That I know I shouldn't have to explain reaction channels, but sometimes people get lost in reaction channels, like the viewers. They'll be like, how come that person doesn't like it or see it the way I do? How come? Just put all of your own biases at the door watching us, meaning we come from a background of different experiences and lifestyles, obviously, than maybe the people watching our channel have experienced or will experience. So I just say all that because we're going to be diving into some stuff that we're very unaware of, and we might not be very good about speaking about or even know the world that we're about to dive into. However, what we do know is that we love Beyoncé. We have truly become fans of hers, and we too have been looking forward to this album.
I totally get what you're saying, and I get where you're coming from with this. I think we have a very respectful group. Our Welp Hive, our patrons, have been exemplary at helping us out. So if we do misstep, and if it does become an issue or whatever, we've got a great safety net here. Yeah.
And it's funny, so when we first started our Beyoncé journey, we had no real viewers on our channel. We went in very blind. We heard that the Beyoncé Beychella performances is a really cool concert. Nathan, let's listen to all of her songs that she performed at that concert to prepare for that. Remember, that was our very beginning, like not knowing this is her greatest hits. And it's just funny. I wouldn't mind at this point going back and actually watching. Maybe we'll do that as a bonus. Not today, of course, but after we do the album, I wouldn't mind going back and watching and reacting
to our first reaction,
because we did Freedom. Yeah. We had no idea what we were into. We had no idea. We just watched it.
We're coming up on a year to that, isn't it? Like it'll be a couple months. It'll be about a year since we started.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway. Nathan, Lemonade, 2016. She announced out of the blue on her Instagram. Watched this on HBO. Fans were a-buzzing. People were wondering what's going on. Of course, people knew, as we've already expressed in the previous, like the preview video that we did with the podcast where we dissected the film a little bit. And of course, the fans knew of everything at this point, I think. So they were anticipating this album release. I don't think every single song is about the infidelity. I think, off the top of my head, she will, we mentioned this, that she's going to use Black history along with her own pain going through this journey, combining the two messages, I think.
Yeah. The thing that got me choked up was how she declared that rather than go the way of the history of Black women and Black men of just going their separate ways after infidelity and following along those same lines, she decided to push back the other way and to hang on to her marriage. I don't know of any examples I can think of in recent history where people have it seems like the tide of everybody is to like, that's too much. And then you separate and go your separate ways. And that's fascinating to me. Yeah.
All right. So from CJ, we had no clue. She said, watch HBO. No one knew what was going on. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. I know. I saw a comment earlier, Ryan. It's not that I'm nervous. I don't get nervous like for public speaking. I guess I don't want to get anything, not wrong is the word, because we can't get anything wrong or right. But I guess I'm trying to treat this with this, I don't know if sacred's the right word.
With reverence. With reverence.
Thank you. We now recognize what this album means to her fans, means to her, and the history of her career. So, this isn't the single ladies. This is a big deal. Okay. All right. Without further ado, with the first song / little mini film. Oh, Nathan, maybe you didn't know this, but I think this is important. And hopefully this doesn't spoil it for anyone. I don't think it should. But the film is actually there. We're going to hear some poetry, which you like. You like poetry. The film uses poetry and prose written by British Somali poet Warsan Shire, and then it lists some poems that are used throughout. And each song deals with a different theme. I think it's okay if we say the theme, so I don't think it's spoiling anything. So the first song, Nathan, is Pray You Catch Me, and the theme is intuition.
Okay, and I have a hunch about Pray You Catch Me. I'm going to leave it until the end.
You have a hunch about what? Just say it. What's your hunch?
It takes too long to explain. I want to save it until
So
but I also want to say, just say thank you to Whitney who pledged this. And this is how this kind of got started. Not how it got started. We were going to do it anyway, but Whitney said, I want to get this started. Yeah. And then others jumped on and Rocky organized it. And we have just such a cool little group here at.
So everybody thank Whitney because she started. She's our model on Patreon. She's modeled our t-shirt, and she goes, guys, here's the first 4 songs, paid for them, and then we're like, well, if we're going to start this, we better finish this, and everyone jumped in and collaborated. So everyone thank Whitney and then Rocky for forming the rest. But for now, this is officially is Whitney's request. These first 4 tracks. And here we go, Nathan. Pray You Catch Me.
All right.
That's the album cover right there. Okay.
Yep.
You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath as you pass it off so cavalier. But even that's a test, constantly aware of it all. My lonely ear, pressed against the walls of your world, praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch me.
Oh, it tells us. Okay. Intuition. Never mind, it's not a spoiler.
I tried to make a home out of you, but doors lead to trap doors. A stairway leads to nothing. Unknown women wander the hallways at night. Where do you go when you go quiet? You remind me of my father, a magician. Able to exist in two places at once. In the tradition of men in my blood, you come home at 3 a.m. and lie to me. What are you hiding? The past and the future merge to meet us here. What luck. What a fucking curse. Nothing else ever seems to hurt like the smile on your face. When it's only in my memory, it don't hit me quite the same. Maybe it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb. Praying to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. I pray to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me. I pray you catch me. I pray you catch me. I'm praying you catch me.
Oh no. Oh, jeez, it's stressing me out. I thought she was gonna hit the pavement for real. I was like,
Now,
okay.
just a curious question before we move. Does this transition immediately over to this?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. So for the sake of reaction, before people add us in the comments, not here necessarily on Patreon, see, yes, we're a reaction channel. We're not going to watch the film for an hour, not say anything. We are going to break it up. We have to talk about how we feel. I understand when you watch it on HBO for the first time. You got the one. All right. Wow. Okay. Do you have any initial thoughts, Nathan? I'm still just collecting mine, but do you have anything you want to say?
I do. That's why I didn't share the thing that I was thinking about, just because I don't know if it was relevant. I'll just share it briefly here. I used to be a high school teacher. I used to teach English. And one of the films that I taught all the time, because I loved it, was Freedom Writers. If you're familiar with the film, it's based on a true story. Wiley College was a all-black college back in the 30s, and they ended up winning a bunch of debates over and over again. And it's a fascinating story. In the final debate, and this is all part of the script, not part of what they said, one of the lines is, he says, it's the final debate, and it's the one that they win. The main character, Farmer Jr., I think was his name, he's making this debate about whether or not people should be allowed to resist or push back against the government. And he says, would you prefer that I be silent or that I fight? Which of those two? Pray I choose the latter is the line that he uses. Pray I choose the latter. Pray you catch me made me think of that. It's the use of the word pray, and this has such a double meaning, because pray you catch me, it's like, I pray that you catch me, or you better pray that you catch me. It can be both things. And then the double meaning of the title itself, pray you catch me, like almost like, you better hope that you catch me figuring this out. Or there's a bit of that implied here that, she's figured out, here you are coming home 3 a.m., just like my dad did, just like every person in history that I'm aware of has done this. And it's almost like, pray you catch me. You better hope that I figured this out, because if it's not this, if it's something else, that's a different thing. Some of these lines, it don't hit me quite the same, maybe because it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb. She's listening for the signs that this is what it is. And you better hope that you catch me doing this and catching this or figuring this out.
Very well said, Nathan. As always, I don't know what I can say I'll just ruin it with my...
Oh, no. I want to hear what you have to say. I don't just because I say, forget it. I want to hear what you
okay. Yeah, so just so people are aware, if you see me, I'm going back. We do have the lyrics to the left or wherever you're. So if Nathan or I are looking back and forth, I'm looking at the lyrics, reading really quickly, going back. So just so I can follow with what's being said by Beyoncé, because sometimes it's hard to always catch every word when you hear her singing. Okay. So right away, you can taste the dishonesty. It's all over your breath. Oof. Right away, like that opening line. My wife has this great ability, or I have this terrible ability. I'm a horrible liar by nature, which is either a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm not very good at fooling people especially my people that are close to me. If somebody at work says, "Hey, Ryan, how you doing today?" and I'm having a bad day, and I just say, "Oh, it's going good," like I'm lying, but they're not trying to. I think you are having a bad day,
right?
But with my spouse, my wife, she just knows me so well that I wouldn't even bother. It's just easier to be honest because I'm a horrible liar. I just can't live in that world where I have to lie. Okay. But so I love the idea here where that's probably what Beyoncé is saying here. Like, I can smell it on your breath. Now, she might not know exactly what she's smelling, exactly where it's coming from. But then she goes on to say, as you pass it off so cavalier, but even that's a test. I said, man, it's like, now people are saying here too that, yeah, so if I'm to understand, Nathan, the fans of Beyoncé, it hadn't been officially announced that Jay-Z stepped out on me, fans, and I'm going to make an album about it. Like, they didn't know. So they're listening to this album, and because I'm looking at our comments, we were like, oh, I think something happened here. I think she's really being clear. So that first couple lines, I wonder how many of our listeners caught that dialogue right away from Beyonce. They're like, whoa, who in trouble? Okay, what else? And then back to the chorus, the repeating chorus. I'm praying, we talked about this, I'm praying to catch you whispering. So she's hoping, when you whisper, it's secrets. It's probably texting, private phone calls, whatever. Those often when you whisper, someone's communicating, but you don't know what they're saying. So that's like texting privately on something. And then she says, I pray you catch me listening. So I want you to see me see you. And then when it's discovered that we both know, this is how I caught it, especially with that end image of her jumping out the building. I pray you catch me, because she's going to be so heartbroken over this that when you faint, you want to be caught by something so you're not hurt further. Yeah. So it's symbolism of, now I pray that you actually catch me and stop me from further pain and hurt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't know. Something else I got from the visuals, Nathan, obviously very haunting. I'm not sure what the black hoodie means. Obviously, there's something symbolic in the black hoodie.
With the zipper on the top. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
Maybe just often when you're wearing a hoodie, you're disguising yourself. You're a little bit incognito, maybe. She's suspicious, so she's sneaking around. But there is this sense of hauntiness. The harmonies have this haunting overlay, like ghosts of the past and stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah. Oh, the black hoodie's for Trayvon Martin. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So that's what people are saying. Oh, yeah, the hoodie. That was... See, I forget the timeline. I forgot about that. Oof. Yeah, this is the stuff we're talking about, the symbolism and stuff. So, yeah. Okay. All right.
Great intro. Yeah, very deep. Like, clearly not just, this is my pop album.
No, this is something completely, and I suspect, of course, fans who are watching this on HBO are, oof, what is going on? I'm sure a lot of people are like, what is happening? Like, they're fascinated and they're intrigued but they're like, what is happening? Man. Oh, and then, of course, just the overall film quality, Nathan, is just very high quality. The costumes, the designs, the angles, the film grain, everything. There's so much going on. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the next song, Nathan, is called Hold Up.
I tried to change. Closed my mouth more.
Oh, the hoodie's coming off.
Tried to be softer, prettier, less awake. fasted for 60 days, wore white, abstained from mirrors, abstained from sex, slowly did not speak another word. In that time, my hair I grew past my ankles. I slept on a mat on the floor. I swallowed a sword. I levitated, went to the basement, confessed my sins and was baptized in a river. Got on my knees and said amen and said I mean. I whipped my own back and asked for dominion at your feet. I threw myself into a volcano. I drank the blood and drank the wine. I sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil. I grew thick in skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the holy book, but still inside me, coiled deep, was the need to know. Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on me?
Oh, wow. Okay, wow. There you go.
Let's take it head on here.
They don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Oh love, they don't love you like I love you. Oh down, they don't love you like I love you. Something don't feel right because it ain't right, especially coming up after midnight. I smell your secrets, and I'm not too perfect to ever feel this worthless. How did it come down to this? Scrolling through your call list. I don't wanna lose my pride, but I'ma fuck me up a bitch. Know that I kept it sexy, and know I kept it fun. There's something that I'm missing, maybe my head for one. What's worst, looking jealous or crazy, jealous or crazy? Or like being walked all over lately, walked all over lately. I'd rather be crazy. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Let's imagine for a moment that you never made a name for yourself, a master wealth. They had you labeled as a king. Never made it out the cave, still out there moving in them streets. Never had the baddest woman in the game up in your sheets. Would they be down to ride now? They used to hide from you, lie to you, but y'all know we were made for each other, so I find you and hold you down. Missing, say, hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. It's such a shame you let this good love go to waste. I always keep the top tier, 5-star, sexy loving in the car, like make that wood, holly like a boulevard. What's worse, looking jealous or crazy, jealous and crazy. Or like being walked all over lately, I'd rather be crazy. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Hold down, they don't love you like I love you. I hop up my bed and get my swag on. I look in the mirror, say what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? I hop up my bed and get my swag on. I look in the mirror, say what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It's denial and anger.
Yeah, so I think this one, anger's next. So you're right, anger's come. That one's just called denial. That one's just denial. But you're right, there is a lot of anger in that one. At the same time, definitely. But the next one officially is anger, Nathan. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, the visuals of this was a lot of fun. The very beginning with I don't know how they filmed that. I was going to ask, is she really underwater? Of course, there was scenes where she was truly underwater, but they're showing that whole like downstairs living room or living space, and there's someone swimming. It's just amazing filming of this video. Not that it matters, but I'm curious if anyone knows what the cost was for this film. I can only imagine it's tens of millions of dollars. It's got to be something. The price of this film must have been, yeah, high quality, incredible visuals. I love the water sequence at the beginning with the poem. And she mentions right away, yeah, you cheated on me. So I guess at this point, when people are watching this on HBO, oh, all right. This must be Jay-Z. And apparently in that song, I don't know Jay-Z lyrics enough to know that I guess she used some of his lyrics against him in that song. Yes, scary with the bat. But what I like about this song, or about this whole visual, of course, is the song itself, interesting enough, if you were just to listen to the song without the visual, it's an upbeat, it almost sounds like a fun song. It almost sounds like it's a, you know, but the visuals, of course, is a lot of anger. Anger's the next one, but yeah, a lot of pent up rage, just letting it out. Like when you do hit something, it lets it out. But she's wrecking cars. I suspect maybe Jay-Z might like vehicles. There's a lot of car wrecking. I don't know. And I just love how everyone on the streets is watching her. She looks great, but her face, like her emotions on her face, seem to be a little bit more like they represent the sound of the song. Like even though her actions are destructive, there you go. She's destroying things. Her face and behavior, the way she's until the very end when she hits the cameraman or whatever with the bat, she seems almost jovial about the destruction. There was a line before I turn over to you that I really liked from this. The question is, what's worse, looking jealous or crazy? And then she goes, I'd rather be crazy. And I thought that's an interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. I guess crazy is less, maybe less of a, not victim's the right word, but when you're jealous, it indicates you have something that I don't have. And she would rather be crazy, like walking down the street with a baseball bat, destroying things, than being the jealous, scorned lover. She's like, no, I'm in control. I am not the victim. I'm destroying things instead. I'm crazy, but I'm not jealous of this woman or whoever you're with. And then, of course, she spells it out like, oh, this love I gave you, this is me, this is the woman that, like, we talked about this when we first heard about this infidelity, when we started this journey. We asked the question, how did he do this? Why? And she says it herself. How could you do this? What a wicked way to treat the girl that loves you. Yeah. And can't you see there's no other man above you? So she even says, there's no other man above you for me. What a wicked way for you to treat me, the one that loves you. Yeah.
All right. Lots of stuff. I think the first thing I want to do is I want to find out what's the style of music here, because I don't want to like say it wrong. Like
I think it's a reggae inspired, is it?
Is it reggae? But there's a certain kind of sound here, and it's not something that I'm familiar enough to be able to like spitball and figure it out. Reggaeton. There it is. That's the sound. Reggaeton. Okay.
Oh, it's my favorite Transformer. I think I had him when I was a kid.
Oh my gosh.
He transformed Reggaeton. When he transformed him, he was a beatbox, and then he transformed. He was a pot dealer.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay. Go. Sorry.
No, a lot of stuff you said I agree with. I guess I'm looking at these lyrics, and I find that the way that she's saying a lot of this, it's just an interesting juxtaposition. Her smashing all these cars in this sort of funny rage. It reminded me a couple of things. First of all, that what was the name of that movie? The guy that like flips out and he goes on like a rampage and falling down.
Michael Douglas. 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that movie. I don't know why that one
Joel
stands
Schumacher.
out. It didn't remind me directly of the movie, but certainly in the madness. Like this is madness. She's descended into some madness, because that's where you go at first when your world gets turned inside out. You go a little bit mad. And it's no surprise that the previous video alludes to suicide a little bit, because that's where you go when you can't make sense of everything and everything's inside out. And so what's interesting is these words, they don't totally match what's going on the screen, and that's the juxtaposition. Let's imagine for a moment that they never made a name for yourself or mastered wealth, and they'd labeled as a king. They had you labeled as a king, never made it out of the cage, still they're moving in them streets, never had the baddest woman in the game in your sheets. Would they be down to ride? No, they used to hide from you, lie to you. But y'all know we were made for each other, so I find and hold you down, me saying. Like, there's a fun but also serious side to those lyrics, but they're not about smashing cars or flipping out. And the juxtaposition of those two things, it's just fascinating. That's what great art does. Is it tells a story on so many different levels that you're getting caught up in one level of it, the cheating level, but then there's all these other different things going on that are speaking to different parts of people's lives. So if you've been in a situation where someone's cheated on you, yeah, there's lots to identify with. But there's also a lot more there to identify with, being somebody who's been ostracized and who gets kept out of things, and then their world gets turned inside out because of an event in their life. Fascinating.
Very well said, Nathan. Yes, very well said. And I think we're doing okay. Feeling a little bit better. Okay.
All right, here we go. This is Don't Hurt Yourself.
Ooh.
You ever been to a monster truck rally?
Years ago. Yeah.
I've never.
She's driving it for real? That's Beyonce in there. Sorry.
It looks like it's almost the same car or year of car all the time. Like the cars that she's been destroying. Now she's riding over them. Is that a particular reason? There's got to be a reason behind that. My guess then is that this is a particular car, because it looks like it's almost the same style of car every time that's being smashed.
Sure. Yeah. Jay-Z could be a car owner, a car lover. Okay. All right. I just think it might not even be that deep. Maybe it's just the idea of it's a continuing motif of destruction on the street. But yeah. Because she looks like she's having fun in the truck, right?
Yeah.
We'll continue.
Oh, sorry. Juxtaposition.
Yeah.
If it's what you truly want, I can wear her skin
Oh.
over mine,
Ooh. Wow.
her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti, her scalp a cap, her sternum my bedazzled cane. We can pose for a photograph. All three of us. Immortalized. You and your perfect girl.
Okay, before the song starts, because there's so much imagery just with the words. Okay, so what I take from this again, maybe not what she's thinking, but what I'm taking from this poem is the idea of infidelity in that, oh, you had sex with that other individual, and what is it? Oh, her skin, her boobs, her hair, her teeth. Cool. Let me just take that thing that you had, I'll put it on top of me so you get to have me still, the person that you're supposed to be in love with, and the mother of your children, all this stuff, and I'll just wear her costume, and then you'll have the perfect girl, because obviously she's better looking or whatever it is. So now I'll look like the girl you slept with, but it's going to be me inside. Like, it's my personality. The idea of just, what did you throw away? I just take it as that she's, oh, I'll just look like her then, and then you should be good to go with me.
Yeah, obviously huge hyperbole what she's saying there, because there's so many levels of meaning there. Obviously, the very surface level is extremely creepy, that
Right.
if you take it literally, but it's not meant to be literal. In a way, Beyonce almost says, "Look, I can be that person. That's what I don't understand." Obviously, she can't physically be that exact person, but she's like, "You have me," and Beyonce's very aware of who she is. I can be all these different things. That's what I've been amazed about Beyonce all along, is just how like crazy she can shift into all these different personalities and looks, and how diverse she is as far as what she's capable of being and doing. I can be all those things, but but in a way I can't. Like the only way I could physically do that is if I took her skin and eyes and everything else and then became her. And as creepy as that is, it's an irrational response to how to deal with this, but it's a knee-jerk response. It's disturbing, but still very real.
Nathan, it's almost like it's anger.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because that's what you think about. The poem was actually spoken calmly, but I could see Beyonce as a spouse, let's just say, yelling this at the person who committed the infidelity. Oh, fine. You want me to? Fine. Just bring her in. Let's strip her of all her parts that aren't worthy of me, or that I don't have, I should say. And let's just throw it on me, and you've got the perfect person. So I could see her. This poem was given in a very calm way, but I can almost see this being yelled at. What is it about this person that I don't have? Fine. Let's grab her teeth. Let's grab her skin. Let's grab her hair. Now you've got me. All right. Now it's.
I love this comment here.
Oh yes, Nathan.
This album healed me because I wanted to kill my ex. I'm curious for people who found healing through this, who found, obviously I identified with some of the things she's saying here and found healing. I wonder for how many people was this therapeutic? Yeah.
Well, we got one person. I guess we're going to take a tally now. And now we got to look at the comments to see how many we got. One.
I'm just saying it generally for the...
2, 3, 3, 4.
Oh, we're gonna go back and count all the YouTube comments too?
Yes, we are. Then we'll re-record this.
What I know is no one I know has it. My father's arms around my mother's neck. Fruit too ripe to eat. I think of lovers as trees. Growing to and from one another. Searching for the same light. Why can't you see me? Why can't you see me? Why can't you see me?
I see you.
Everyone else can.
Disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
I am the dragon, breathe the fire. Beautiful man, I'm the lion.
beautiful man, I know you're lying. I am not broken, I'm not crying, I'm not crying. You ain't trying hard enough, you ain't loving hard enough. You don't love me deep enough, we not reaching peaks enough. Blindly in love, I fucks with you till I realize I'm just too much for you. I'm just too much for you. You just gotta let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, baby. Hey, baby, who the fuck do you think I am? I smell that fragrance on your Louis Vuitton, boy. Just give my fat ass a big kiss, boy. Tonight I'm fucking up all your shit, boy. You hurt yourself. Try not to hurt yourself. Will you play me? Play yourself. Don't play yourself. Will you lie to me? You lie to yourself. You're only lying to yourself. Will you love me? You love yourself. Love God herself. We just gotta let it be, 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 babe. This is your final warning. You know I give you life. If you try this shit again, you're gonna lose your wife.
Through a ring.
So now I don't know where to stop it. So where do we stop it? Stop it here? Okay, probably there.
Yeah, that sounds like a good spot. Okay, this has like a little bit of Rage Against the Machine sound to it in a way, and using that distorted voice modifier that we've heard that in I feel like late 90s, early 2000s. That was a really popular sound, and using it here and emulating that sound is very interesting. Is he just like playing the guitars? And because the White Stripes is Jack White and his sister, I believe, that play. They're the White Stripes. Anyway, it didn't sound like the White Stripes. That's what I was trying to get at. It sounded more, this rock sounding, not heavy metal, not necessarily hard rock, but this sound from that period. And she's really laying it down. Like, you don't do this. You don't know who you're messing with here. This isn't just like some girl that you're messing around with. This is serious stuff. I'm going to like mess you up. I'm going to mess up your life. It's more than just like giving up on me. It's giving up on a lot of things. So yeah, fits well with anger.
I know I told you before we started recording that there wouldn't be any need for the fly swatter, but go ahead and bring it out right now. Just bring it out.
I'll just have it on standby.
No, just go ahead and start hitting me.
Okay.
Boobs, 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 boobs. Okay. I just wanted those things to fly out and hit me in the face. Okay, Nathan, seriously, she looks so great. Was she pregnant again? Is she nursing again? I don't know what's. Her boobs are like I don't. Every time I see them, they're different size, big, small, a little bit small.
Let's just keep talking about.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. Okay,
that's the next song.
All right. Yeah, she looked fantastic. I love it. I love it. Now this was very this was very telling at the end. Of course, if you weren't, yes, okay, just. Okay, Nathan, stop! You distract me. Okay. So, if you're watching this on HBO when it premiered, if you were confused about who she was speaking to or what she was speaking about, this song made it pretty obviously clear. You know, at some point, this would have to be the song because the last two lines: "If you ever try this shit again, you're going to lose your wife." Hello, don't do this now. It's a bit of a mic drop, as they say, but she made it very clear here, which is interesting what the rest of the album will be like. But this is the anger stage. So now we've heard the poem talking about how fine, this other girl, she must be amazing, whatever she is. But if you ever try this again, you're going to lose your wife. But this is actually very fascinating because she's written this, she's expressed this through the video. Jay-Z and her are still together. What I'm saying is she has forgiven him. enough that she can say, meaning what I mean by this is sometimes, yeah, forgiving in the sense everyone's different, but people who get hurt by this sort of situation will say, hey, we're done. It's done. It's over. We've broken that. But Beyonce has said, hey, I'm feeling all these feelings. I'm angry. I'm in denial. I'm angry. All these things. But at the same time, we're going to get through this. However, ... if you ever do this again, you're going to lose me. So let's be real. This is sure it happened. But then she's angry through this. Tonight, I'm effing up all your stuff, boy. And I just love this first verse here. You ain't married to, like you're saying, to no average woman. I can't even call her the B word because it's Beyonce. You can watch my fat ass twist as I bounce next to the. But she's angry. Like all these things, I give all these things physically, emotionally, yada yada yada. But yeah, but she goes on to say, you ain't loving me hard enough. You don't love me deep enough. We're not reaching peaks enough. But incredible angry lyrics. I love the angry Beyonce, the Boo Beyonce, Angry Beyonce, Jack Beyonce. All this stuff is great. Yeah, great song. I love it. I love the energy of this song.
I forgot to mention the Malcolm X stuff. That's obviously an actual Malcolm X.
Yeah, that was really, was a solemn moment in the song. And it breaks, I mentioned this before in a video, but it's horrible that it is even stated. You know, like the fact that that you can measure enough of the worth that has been shown to a group of people, where you have a leader saying, hey, guess who the most downtrodden, ignored, hurt? Oh, it's a black woman. Oh, cool. I'm glad we as humans have established this. I'm glad we were able to make a group of people feel the most useless and worthless. That's just, it's heartbreaking. Like there's heartbreaking. There's a measurement of this that we can measure. This is measurable enough that it can be spoken to that way. Like it's just, yeah.
Beyonce's in this position of, okay, so people of the world, what's the right thing for a black woman to do in this situation? Because she's damned if she does and she's damned if she doesn't. Whether she forgives Jay-Z and moves on or kicks him out and goes and does something different. She's either way, doesn't matter, because of that's where she sits. And that is the heartbreaking part of that is, and that's true. Everyone accuses her already of being, what's the term that was introduced to us the other day, of somebody who just goes along with everything. It bugs me because I can hear through that. That's why she's there. I don't have a lot of options, and it doesn't matter how I respond here. I'm still going to get all the comments about how I did what. Boo-hoo, like you're a black woman, you have no real power in society, and that's the part that just bugs me so much. It really does. Yeah, like white women can go on tirades about all the boyfriends that they've had and and breakup songs, and they get all this accolade for it, but they still get some fire for it too. But it's just harder. I can see that it's harder for black women.
All right. Last song, part 1.
Okay. Oh.
What?
That's famous? Is it Tchaikovsky? I can't remember the composer. The music box there. I'm trying to figure out who the composer is. That it's a classical music. I'm not on point with my classical music today.
What did you say?
Tchaikovsky. I thought it was a Tchaikovsky. La 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 ba 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 ba.
Yeah, da 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 da. What were you saying though about what music today? What were you saying?
Yeah, no. It's I'm not on. Normally, I can identify my. Just let's just watch. Just stop.
Yeah, people are mad at us. People are always mad.
I know.
But you're the one that talked about stupid.
I didn't
check her off
the video though. Yeah, check her off ski. Just press play.
So what are you going to say at my funeral now that you've killed me? Here lies the body of the love of my life, whose heart I broke without a gun to my head. Here lies the mother of my children, both living and dead. Rest in peace, my true love, who I took for granted. Most bomb pussy, who because of me sleep evaded. Her shroud is loneliness. Her God was listening. Her heaven will be a love without betrayal. Ashes to ashes. Dust to side chicks.
It's a nice shot there. Looks like the haunted hotel. Oh, is that the...
I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. Nigga, nah. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. You trying to roll me up. I ain't sorry. I ain't picking up. I ain't sorry. Headed to the club. I ain't sorry. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't sorry. Me and my lady sip my juice a cup. I don't give a fuck, trucking my juices up. Suck on my balls, balls, I had enough. I ain't thinking about you. I ain't thinking about middle fingers up, put on hands high. Wait it in his face, tell him boy bye. Tell him boy bye, boy bye. Middle fingers up, I ain't thinking about you. I ain't sorry, you. I ain't sorry, you. I ain't sorry, I ain't thinking about you. I ain't sorry, I ain't sorry, I ain't sorry. No, hell no. Now you wanna say you sorry. Now you wanna call me crying. Now you gotta sing me wildin'. Now I'm the one that's lying, and I don't feel bad about it. It's exactly what you get. Stop interrupting my grinding. I ain't interrupting my grinding. I ain't thinking about you. 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 Looking at my watch, you should've been home. Today I regret the night I put that ring on. He always got them fucking excuses. I pray the Lord you reveal what his truth is. I left a note in the hallway. By the time you read it, I'll be far away. I'm far away, but I ain't fucking with nobody. Let's have a toast to the good life. Suicide before you see this tear fall down my eyes. Me and my baby, we gon' be alright. We gon' live a good life. Big homie better grow up. Me and my woodies bout to stroll up. I see them boppers in the corner. They sneaking out the back door. He only want me when I'm not there. You better call Becky with the good hair.
I've heard that before.
You better call Becky with the good hair.
Is that where that must be where this comes from? Oh. Oh. Do we stop it here?
No.
Bums?
No.
She sleeps all day.
Oh,
you sure?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, now we do.
Okay.
We're gonna have to
right.
rewatch that part a few times before we understand what's going on there.
Becky with the good hair. Yeah, let's watch the bums. All right. Becky with the good hair. I've heard this before. This was such a, what do you call it? Popular culture. I swear I've heard this before. I didn't even know it even came from Beyonce back when I don't know where I heard it from, but that sounds very familiar. Becky with the good hair. Is that a real person? Do we know who that is? Is it my wife? My wife has nice hair.
Yeah, it's your wife.
I don't know.
Beyonce's singing about your wife.
I don't know. How do I know? Maybe she's jealous. Maybe she's not as crazy as she thinks she is. Maybe she's jealous that Becky gets me. Yeah, what would you stop? All right, so Becky with the good hair could just be code for somebody. Maybe we don't know who it is. Yeah, so there was a social media manhunt for Becky with the good hair. Oh, my poor wife was like dragged out of the house. Are you? Okay. Yeah, I really like the style. I a lot of visual stuff happening here, but I really like the musical composition of the song. I think this is my favorite sounding song so far. If we haven't really talked about, they've all been great, but this is a great sounding song. I like her vocal effect. I like the way the song sounds, and it's a great song. I like her vocal work on the song. But then visually, yeah, we have a lot going on. I had to do a little bit of research because obviously there was something to do with that makeup. The women were wearing Yoruba. I don't know what that is, but Yoruba-inspired body paint emphasizing, of course, or African heritage. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy in that crazy cool. That's what I'm saying. Like the makeup and the designs that's just so neat and very effective. And of course, like Serena Williams, yeah, great visual effects in the song. She's more confident here. You can see her starting to become. She's saying sorry, not sorry. She's just like, whatever I went through, whatever you heard from me, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, you want me to talk about taking the skin from that girl and all this other stuff, and I was angry before, but I'm reclaiming my own empowerment, confidence. I'm taking control, and I love the dance there at the end. The way she was moving, I don't know, a bit of camera trickery as well, maybe, but that jerky is cool. Yeah. This is the iconic line. He better call Becky with the good hair. So
The opposite of love, right? What is the opposite of love? When you feel indifferent towards somebody, you don't care.
You don't care. Yeah.
Hate actually takes effort. And that's why the last song had a lot of hate in it, but it takes effort to hate. When you move past it and when you stop hating, you stop caring.
People are yelling at us. Saying, yes, apathy. Yes, we know. This song is apathy.
No, I totally get. They're not yelling at us, and I just love that. That's
really
that's
what's that? What's 5 exclamation marks? That's not yelling.
Apathy.
I that's where I was going with it. I know, and so because this starts out with apathy, that this is where it heads. I would suspect that of the music so far, the one that's going to hurt the most to Jay-Z or to the person who is watching this, and maybe like their wife said, hey, you know what you should do is watch these videos. This one here might sting the most, because to be not even cared about, what are some of those lines? I ain't thinking about you. We're going to the club and I'm not thinking about you. Stop interrupting my grinding. I'm not thinking about you. To think that Beyoncé, who used to fawn over you and used to have all these songs about you and used to have all this love and express it so often, is not doing that anymore. You're no longer the subject of Beyonce's affection and love. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt more than anything. I don't know which one Jay-Z, I can't speak for him, but I'd say if it were me, this would be the one that would make me feel the worst. Yeah.
All right. That is the end of part 1. I just realized this is part 1 of 3. We're going to do 4 songs for each part. People are like, yes, a whole album. Yes, the comments, a whole album. Yeah, you guys are missing the. Okay. Get over it. People are so funny. The next song is called 6 Inch. I believe it's a song about. No, it's not about me. That's for sure. Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on YouTube. We appreciate your support there, but especially thank you to those who joined us on Patreon and your patience with us that the YouTube people will never see because it's all edited out. So thank you so much. Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, we'll see you in the next round.
Well, we're out of here.